just on the eve of Donald Trump's election, as you signed the deal a preliminary deal to put $1 billion into Iran, into a field there. Take me through that. How has the election of Donald Trump changed that calculation?
Iran is a huge oil and gas country. We perfectly understand what there are risks. We can read the treaty. We are authorized to do that today as being a European company. We will respect all the international laws. The fact that Donald Trump is now president, he was vocal about Iran. Now we need to see exactly what he will do. In June, the U.S. government has to renew the waiver, which were signed by the Obama administration. There are two ways. Either they sign, which is possible, and I've been encouraged by the statements by the Defense Minister Mattis, I think, which seems is willing to work within the framework of the treaty on nuclear treaty, providing that Iran respects the treaty. And if it's a case, we will move on with our investments. You know, we are a public company. We are European ones. We obey to the international laws. But it's also our business to take sometimes to be bold. And if the contract is good, we will move on.
And have you talked to the US administration about that?
Of course. I talked to the previous one.
Yes.
We have been very, you know, the way we behave is to be very transparent. The Obama administration, the State Department was fully aware. They were even aware we will sign the day after. So we are transparent. We are listed in New York as well, you know. But having said that, we are also free to behave, or to think, to do, and to invest in what is good, we think, for our companies and for our shareholders. And again, in Iran, we have a long history. We know how to behave there. We have been able to structure a contract which is a good contract, and we are willing to move forward. Having said that, I have also to listen and to what the US administration will decide. So listening is very important.
Have you talked to Rex Tillerson about that at all?
No, not yet. I just congratulate him, but not yet. Not since he's the State Department, in charge of State Department.
And how do you read the administration in Russia? Do you think that is an area of risk for you or for opportunity?
No, I think, frankly, if we can find ways to bring back a dialogue between Russia and US, Russia and Europe, it's good for everybody. It's a question of world stability. So the world is facing plenty of uncertainties, in particular in the Middle East, in particular with ISIS and Daesh. So what is the most complex issue today for the world? I think terrorism is really the real target for everybody. And so it would be good. It would be good if we have more stability. Having said that, I know it's not easy. You know, each US president, when he's elected, it was the case for George W. Bush, it was the case for President Obama, today for Donald Trump, is willing to have a dialogue with Russia. Then to have a dialogue, you need to find a good force. We have a lot of investments in Russia, so I prefer, of course, to have less sanction than sanctions like today. Having said that, I think it's more important for the world than only for Total.
Have you changed at all your investment strategy in the US? When you look at Trump, do you think he could be tough for you on climate change? He could be maybe good on Russia? He could be... How has he altered that?
In the US, you know, I think clearly America First policy is good for the US business, so I'm investing in the US. I'm not afraid by the US. I'm willing to come here. I'm willing to develop gas in particular. You know, gas, you have huge abundant resource of gas, and we can transform it in liquefied natural gas, LNG. We are the number 3 world largest company in LNG business, so it's a base for LNG in the US. We are willing to develop it. We are willing to develop petrochemicals. We will announce soon that we will sanction new projects of cracker in the Texas, so we will create jobs, by the way, there. So I'm happy to have this policy. Having said that, that doesn't mean that I'm in agreement with all what is decided by the US administration. In particular, I'm hope that the policy in favor of solar and renewables will be maintained. It's very important.